You got to appreciate the lyrics to that song. You got to be an optimist. You know what I mean? In our day and age, there's two ways to look at life. Things are happening all around us, and we can't change circumstances of what's going on around us, but we can absolutely change the circumstances and the way in which we respond to challenging circumstances. And tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we have an amazing honor to have a gentleman who's going to address us tonight and kind of go through the presentation, the opportunity. I don't want to steal his thunder or take too much away from him, but this gentleman is unbelievably successful, has over 2 decades in the real estate profession. This gentleman, he and his wife have built a multi-million-dollar annual real estate economy, almost like a global empire. This gentleman hails out of the Columbus, Ohio market. Like I said, this gentleman comes from a successful background in business. He'll tell you a story, but make no mistake, ladies and gentlemen, this gentleman is a person of great leadership quality, great character. He's an amazing man, and I'm honored to have him as part of our group and organizational leaders. His name he's with us here today. Where did you go? There you are. You still there?
Well, thanks so much, Mr. Williams. Can you hear me all the way down there in Cincinnati, Ohio?
Mr. Lambrett, we can hear you perfectly well. Thank you, sir.
Great. Well, thanks so much for that warm introduction, guys. That was Ryan Williams. The first time I met he and his wonderful wife was back in 2012. But I didn't get to actually shake their hand because they were on this huge stage up in the middle of an arena training almost 20,000 independent business owners who had flown in from all over the world. So if you get a chance to work with Megan and Ryan Williams personally, just know it's an incredible thing. I appreciate our friendship and the fact that we work together. One thing you're going to find out about our business is that we really enjoy helping each other have success. And I love our partnership that we have here working on this together. So here's the way it's going to go tonight. This is the agenda we're going to do is we're going to give you a business overview briefing. I'm going to tell you who we are. I'm going to tell you what we do, and I'm going to tell you how we can get paid. And then after that, I'm going to show you a real quick training, maybe 10 minutes, just to show you how you can be up and running tonight and start making money this evening. That's what we're going to do. But before I do that, I want to take 60 seconds and just tell you my background to see if it jives with you, maybe a similar path that you've been on. So mine started like this, went and got good grades, got into college, got a microbiology degree and joined the corporate world, right? Got a job. I worked at the job. And for me, I couldn't stand having a boss. So I got out of that and went to business with my wife. Now, if you are able to stomach having a job, God bless you. That's great for you. For me, it didn't work. I went to business with my wife in the 90s selling real estate. And I'll tell you what, we had massive success. We were having a great run. And we made a fatal mistake, though. Here's the mistake. We had all of our eggs in one basket. We were literally, all we had was our income stream coming in was our real estate. And here's what happened in 2008. The real estate market crashed, the stock market crashed, banks imploded, and we had the Great Recession. Well, when that crisis happened, it opened up my mind, said, you know what? I need to do something different, right? For things to change, I must change. And I decided, a friend of mine invited me on a webinar, just like you're going to see tonight, saw the exact same information you're going to see here in just a second, and it changed mine and my family's life forever. We jumped on right away, and we worked on it very spare time, part-time. Now, I know all of you are very busy. Well, so were we. Have a full-time business, running 2 charities, coaching the kids' sports teams, all that stuff going on. But the business you're going to see requires no boss, no hours, no quotas. You can fit it into the cracks of your day, little 15-minute windows. You can work on very spare time, part-time. It's online. You can do it from home, so you don't have the danger of this friggin' virus out there that's going on, right? And it's unlimited income. Does that sound like it's worth listening to? Good, because I'm going to show you some slides. And 1 second, I'll stare at the screen. I'm going to look very funny here for 1 second. Give me a thumbs up when you can see it. Good deal. There we go. So our name of our company is called ACN. And ACN is actually, whoop, hang on, got another slide coming up here. There it comes. All right, ACN. And ACN started in 1993. We are the world's largest direct seller of telecommunications, energy, and other essential services. We've been around since 1993, 27 countries on 5 continents, over $4 billion in sales over the last 5 years, and millions of customers acquired. We're on the 2018 Private Titans list and also on the Inc. 500 list. Now, the services we're doing, so that's who we are. We're number 1 at the world of what we do. The services we're using are essential residential and business services. So we're talking about services like the wireless industry. We're talking about high-speed internet. We're talking about television. We're talking about electricity and natural gas, security and automation, payment processing, and then also identity theft protection. Now, the companies we work with are companies that all of you have heard of. We're working with Verizon, Sprint, AT&T, Spectrum, DirecTV, Dish Network, Frontier, Zoom, Vivint, and then also Spectrum, and then Sphere, payment processing, and then ID Seal. Now, ID Seal may be something you're not familiar with. Let me tell you what's going on. See, data breaches and cybercrime are the biggest threats facing consumers today. Over 145 million personal records were exposed or stolen in 2019. Here's the opportunity for you. If you're listening, listen to this. 85% of American families currently have no identity theft protection. 85%, none. 15% are with our biggest competitors, okay? Now, we kick our competitors' butt. We kick their butt in pricing and also in features that we have. So the opportunity is unlimited. And here's what we offer. We offer industry-leading monitoring, alerts, and restoration services, and also $1 million insurance umbrella policy for less than $1 a day. Now, I want you to think about that. You can also protect up to 10 children. Now, are you spending more time on the internet or spending less time on the internet? Of course, right? We're all spending more and more time on the internet. And here's the thing. People are not trying to hack your account. They're hacking the institutions that you're connected to. In fact, they hacked the SBA, the government, the US government. They hacked them. They hacked the credit bureau. They hacked Facebook. They hacked Marriott. All these companies that you're connected to got hacked, which means your information is for sale on the dark web. Now, you're also going to see that we're centered around Project Feeding Kids. And Project Feeding Kids is our charity arm where you can help feed children, okay? So it's very important with this. And the next slide here is going to talk about becoming an independent business owner. Now, here's how we're going to get paid. So I told you who we are. Number one at the world at what we do. Number two, what we do, we offer essential services to people we know. Here's how you're going to get paid. You can become an independent business owner. And with that, you're going to get your own personalized website. You're going to get complete business tracking and reporting. You're going to get an app with all the marketing tools and complete customer support. All of that for $199 to get started and $25 a month. That's your business support fee. Okay? So if you become an independent business owner, you're going to be able to make money, and it works like this. Okay? So with this, you can have earned positions and customer acquisition bonuses. So here's how the bonuses work. With our bonuses, if you get 3 services, it's for $75. 5 services will get you $200, and then another $200 for every additional 3 services and 6 points, okay? So we won't worry about the points right now. We'll talk about that stuff later, but how about if you went out and got 8 services in a month? You could get $400, or 11 services and get $600. And it's unlimited. You could literally 10x this if you want. Think about that. What if you went out, instead of getting 11 services, you got 110 services? Instead of getting $600, you'd get $6,000. Anybody like that? Sign up for that? I know I would, okay? So that's our bonuses. But those bonuses are one time up front, but you can also earn residual income. You can earn residual income on the back, which is a commission anywhere from 3 to 20% on the billing revenue. Now, that's important because people are going to pay these bills forever. Think about all those bills I named: the electricity bill, natural gas, cell phone, internet. Think about how long you've been paying those bills for and how long you will pay them for. So let's do some simple math. Let's say you personally had $1,000 of billable revenue coming through your website, right? Each and every month, $1,000, okay? And you were getting 20% of that. How much would that be every month? You're right, it would be $200 a month, each and every month for the life of the customers. People pay these bills. Now think about it. There are some people that have way more than $1,000 in billable revenue. There's some people that have less, but it's unlimited. You can go out and get as much as you want, okay? So that's 2 of the ways right there. Here's a third way you can get paid. we're looking at building teams. When other companies are laying people off, getting rid of people, things like that, we're growing. We are looking for people who have work ethic, who are hungry, who have integrity, who have personal power. And so what we're doing is we are building teams. We're inviting people on webinars like this. And if they like what we offer, they can join our team. Like whoever invited you on here, you could join their team. They're not going to be your boss. They're going to work with you. They're going to be your business partner. And what's going to happen is you can earn bonus money by introducing people to the business and helping them get their bonus. Because when you first get started, look, you're not going to know what you're doing, but you've got a support system of people that are going to help you get up and running, and you'll earn bonus money by helping other people earn bonus money. There's also incentive trips and increased residual income on that, okay? You can also, on top of this, let's see, I got my slides messed up on here. You're going to earn monthly residual incomes from 3 to 20% residual income on your personal customers, but you'll earn 4% on your team's customers. So think about this. What if, let's just do some hypothetical math. What if over time you built a team of 100 team members, okay? 100 team members. And with those 100 team members, each of them went out and got $1,000 in billable revenue. That would be $100,000 in billable revenue, 100,000. What's 4% of that? If you take a look there on the right of the screen, 4% of 100,000 would be $4,000 a month. That's from your team. So just to review, 4 ways to get paid. Your own personal bonus money from services you personally got through your personal website. You'd also get residual income as people pay their bills on the bills that you got. There's bonus money by helping your team get bonus money, and then residual income on the bills that they bring in. 4 different ways to get paid. There's upfront bonus money and then back end residual money. So you're probably wondering what's next. Before we get into that, I want to have a superstar who just started with us. I want to make sure I get his name right here. His name is Kendall. And Kendall, I want to make sure I say your last name right. It's Jarrell. Is that correct, Jarrell? We're going to have him talk a little bit about, he just joined this business recently. And I see you're unmuted, Jarrell. Go ahead and tell everybody your background and what it's been like for you since you've got started.
Well, so I've done a few different things. I've always stayed very busy. You know, I've been in different roles in sales and marketing for very long periods of time. And like everybody else, when I was first introduced to ACN, I just was really felt I was too busy. And that was my, I guess, kind of excuse not to explore it any differently or any deeper. But then I was introduced to it during the COVID-19, during this pandemic. And, you know, there was a lot of time where I was at home. So I figured, what the heck, I might as well utilize that time a little bit and learn a little bit more about this opportunity that I'd heard about. And so after exploring it a little bit and learning a little bit more about Megan and Ryan Williams, I just kind of went ahead and just said, you know what, I don't want to reinvent the wheel. I'm going to go ahead and do what they're telling me to do, and started inviting people on the calls just like tonight, just to hear people like Jim speak. And things have been growing very rapidly, Jim. It's been going very, very well.
Oops, hang on. I had to mute myself. I hear that you have 80 services. Is that right, that you've gotten so far just in the very beginning here?
That's right. And the key thing is I'm not doing this all on my own. You know, I'm utilizing the people like you, Jim, that are there to support me and help me. And also, I'm asking people to come on this call. That's really all that I've done, is just invited people on the call to hear about the company. And so I have a team now, and they're bringing in customers that people I don't even know, and I'm generating an income from them.
Well, great job. Congratulations on your success. We're looking forward to you going to the top of the company here. So that's the simple process. Just plug in the beginning and follow the people who've already been there. There's a saying that says this about leaders: if you want what they have, do what they do, right? And so that's a great thing about it. So let me share my screen here again on this, and we're going to take a look at what is the next step for you. So here's the next step. The next step is this. You can get started as an independent business owner, okay? As an independent business owner, the key word to that is the word independent. You're in business for yourself, but never ever by yourself, okay? And we could get you started tonight. In fact, I'm gonna do a quick start training here coming up in a second. We can get you started tonight, get your first services in. And when we do that, we can have you up and running. From there, there's also going to be some trainings. There's going to be a quick start training tonight here. We're going to take 10 minutes real quick. But on Saturdays, we have an in-depth training. Like if you're the type of person that needs to have all the facts and all the details and you want to know the nitty-gritty, you want to show up on Saturday for the training there. You're also going to schedule your first presentation. One of us is going to actually do a presentation for your people, just like we did for Kendall, and you can be off and running. We're going to get your first services and we'll get that running, and then we're going to get you set up for the training event. So let's talk about some training, okay? So I'm going to put myself back on here again. And this, you're not going to find any slides. We're just going to talk real quick here about some quick start training for 10 minutes. So you fall into one of three categories right now. You're either somebody that wants to get started right now. And if you do, get ready to take some notes because I'm going to get you up and running. You might be a second person that says, I like it, but I need some more information. Totally cool. Stick around for the training. But if you're the type of person that saw what you just saw and you're like, right now is not the right time, that's totally cool too. Here's all we would ask you before you jump off. Just do your friend a huge favor. Would you do them a huge favor and help them out and try one of their services? They invited you on here because they saw something in you. Probably they saw a good work ethic, that you're hungry and you're full of integrity and personal power. They probably saw that. But if it's not right for you, that's totally cool. If it's not right now, you could become their customer, do them a huge favor, help them out and try one of their services. And then in the future, this is really cool. You'll like this. In the future, if you decide to get started with us, then when it happens, you'll get your personal services back for yourself and you can get paid on your own bills and you can join your friend's team in the future someday when the time is right. So if that's you, just text your person right now, let them know, hey, I'll be your customer and you can jump off. You don't have to stick around for the training. Now, for the rest of you that are still interested, here's what we're going to do. Here is how you're going to do. You want to write this down. Number one thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to make a list. So just write that down. Step one, make a list. Your list is going to come from your phone. Okay, you're going to pull everybody that's on your contact list on your phone. They go on the list. Also from there, you're going to go to Facebook, right? Everybody on here pretty much has Facebook or LinkedIn, and people that you're connected with on there, you're going to put them on the list too. Okay. From there, once that's done, it's on your list. We're also tonight, you're going to schedule some personal meetings. You know how we're kind of doing this webinar here? There's a bunch of different people from all over the place. We have people from the West Coast and everything like that. And some of us know each other, but a lot of us are strangers meeting on here. Here's the really cool part. You're going to schedule yourself your own meetings that work for you, time that works for you. Maybe you schedule one for breakfast time or lunchtime or something. And then one of us will do the presentation for you and your closest personal family and friends. It's very cool because on here, there's so many people on here, we can't really welcome and interact with people and answer questions on this kind of call with the big webinar, the big group. But when it's your own personal meeting and you have 10, 12, 20, 15, maybe even 30 people, right, that get on, we can talk to them and connect with them because you know who all the people are. And that's how we can blow up your team so it's growing like that. The next step we're going to do is we're going to get a copy of all your bills and we're going to have you sign up all your own services. Here's the really cool part. I thought it was kind of cheating when I first got started because I was going to I'm going to put my own bills in and I'm going to get some bonus money off that and collect residual. I thought I was cheating the system or something, but no, that is actually common practice. And that's what we encourage you to do. Definitely sign up your own bills. Now, out of your own house, you're going to have 8, 9, 10, 12 bills right out of your own house. And I'll prove it to you. Do you like having your lights on, electricity? How about hot water or a warm house, natural gas? Do you have a cell phone or two in your house? Do you have internet? Do you have TV? Would you like to protect your identity or your spouse's identity? There's 8 services right there. How about having a security and automation system for your house? I could go on and on, right? So there's 8. If you did 8 services, that's $400. Now, if you remember that, it was how much to get started? Do you remember? $199, right? Plus the $25 per month support fee, but you're already profitable on day one. The person who invited you on here tonight, look, could have your website set up instantly and have your services all in before your head hits the pillow tonight, and your check will come direct deposit next week, probably for most of you before it even hits your credit card statement. So you can take a small business loan out from your Uncle Visa or Aunt MasterCard and basically pay them back before it even hits the credit card statement so you don't have to worry about that. And now you're up and running and profitable. From there, you're going to invite people through a script. We're going to give you the script. It's going to look real similar probably to the one that you got to get you on here. And the person that invited you on here will give you the script, or you can come to the Saturday training and we'll train you on that. And we're going to give you a script. You can take that script and you can cut and paste, 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 right? As fast as you can to as many people as you can. And here's what's going to happen. Some are going to jump on. Some are not going to jump on. We're only going to talk to the ones that jump on. Does that make sense? Some of them are going to get started. Some of them are going to need some training, and some are going to be your customers. And that's how the process goes. We're looking for people who are looking for us. And if you want extra credit, anybody want to hear a real good secret on how you can get to regional vice president real quick? Here's how it works. Take the script, instead of texting it, go ahead and just make a video. Put your video up there, right? You can take the script and put it into video, and then you can cut and paste your video to them. You'll get a huge open rate and a ton of people responding to you. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're like, I don't like the way I look on video. Well, here's a little secret. No one does. No one likes that. Even these actors, actresses, musicians, these models, they don't like the way they look either. No one does. So you just kind of have to get over yourself. My real estate coach taught me this for my real estate business. She said, look, if people don't like the way you look or sound on video, they're not going to like the way you look or sound in person. So you might as well just get it over with by doing it on the video. And I thought that was a great way of looking at it. And you'll get a huge amount of people that respond to it. And here's the great part. You don't have to sell people to do this business. In fact, we're not looking for salespeople. A lot of people tell me all the time, I'm not a salesperson. I tell them, good. No one likes salespeople, and we don't want to sell anybody. We're looking for people who are looking for us. And it's just a numbers game on who's looking for us. Here's the reality. This virus crisis has taught more and more people that they need to have the ability to work from home. And maybe they have a job that they have to go to, but when they have something at home to fall back on, an insurance plan, a plan B, it just makes sense. I can tell you right now, everybody out there knows at least a couple realtors. Every realtor you know is going to want to do this, because as a realtor, what do? They help people buy a house, and then they help them get their services set up. It's a complete no-brainer for realtors to get paid to help your buyers sign up their services. So everybody out there right now is adding their list right now, putting every realtor they know on the list. Of course, you should. They should all be doing this. It makes total sense. So you're going to make a list. You're going to schedule your meetings, set them up, 2 of them, so you can invite the people to it, right? And then you're going to invite them to it. In the meantime, while you're doing that, you're going to get some training. The advanced training is going to be on Saturday. Make sure you show up. If for some reason you're busy, it's recorded. Watch the recording. Take notes, stay in touch with your upline, and plug into the system, right? Kendall said something very important. He said he plugged into the system and utilized the people that were good at it. Why is that important? Because here's the important part. When you first get started at doing anything, you're not very good at it. Just so you know, our saying is this: before anybody was a master, they were a disaster. Okay. And that included me. That included Megan and Ryan Williams. When they first started this thing, they were not very good at it. But over time, you'll get better and better and better. So you don't want to go maverick and go out doing it on your own. You want to leverage the people that know what they're doing. And I love the fact Kendall said, I just plugged in. I invited people on here, and you guys have shown them the business. And look, he's blowing up. He's having massive success. And so can you, by just following the simple system. And so that's where we're at. From there, you want to get your own services plugged in, get yourself a big fat bonus right away, and then start building from there, getting bonus money and building residual income on the back end. And then it's just rinse and repeat. You do it again and again and again and again, and then you help your team do the exact same thing, and you start growing not by addition, but by multiplication. And one day you'll be a regional vice president and then a senior vice president with the company, and you can experience a life where you earn money while you sleep and you get your time back. And that is the most important and precious thing in life, is having our time. So that's the quick start training. I told you it was quick, didn't take long. Make a list, schedule your 2 meetings, invite people to that, get some services plugged in tonight so you have a bonus coming for you next week. Get to the training, rinse and repeat, and you do that again and again and again. Now, tomorrow we have a noon presentation. Like tonight, you can invite people tonight to that tomorrow. We have a noon presentation. We have a 1, 3, 5, and 7 that the corporate office puts on. Okay. So there's lots of different presentations for you to add people to. And I want to thank everybody for jumping on tonight. Thank you, Mr. Ryan Williams and Megan Williams. If you guys get a chance to work with them, man, do not take them for granted. Make sure you utilize them. They can help take you to the top, right? You follow the leader. You want to go and follow a leader who's already been where you're going. And that's what we're going to do. So thanks for jumping on tonight. Everybody have a great night. And we will see you all soon. This virus is going to be gone soon. We'll all be able to get back together face to face. It's going to be great. Everybody have a good night. Congratulations on your success, Kendall. You've been awesome. Have a good one, everybody.